Another major issue with the internet that has arisen over the past few years is the appropriateness of what should be online. For example, should we allow websites that promote racist, sexist, and homophobic content? What about websites that show people how to make bombs or teach them tactics for school shootings? And of course, there's always the debate of the appropriateness of children being able to access porn. However, there have been various legislative efforts to restrict the internet when it comes to these topics. For instance, in 1996, there was the Decency Act, and then in 1998, there was the Child Protection Act. However, these pieces of legislation were soon deemed unconstitutional and were not put into law. But in 2000, the Child Online Protection Act was passed, which forced all computers in schools and libraries that received government funding to put censoring software on their computers to protect children. This brings up questions though. What is appropriate for the internet? What should we allow and what should we restrict that people of any age can see? I personally believe that the internet is all about the freedom of speech, and it should not be impeded in any way, shape, or form. However, not everyone agrees with this. For instance, China has built what some people refer to as the Great Firewall. This firewall blocks certain aspects of the internet within China's borders and is one of their main forms of censorship in the country. While their people may be protected from the evils of the internet, they are also manipulated to believe whatever the government wants them to believe. Is this morally right? According to Toucan.com, countries that severely censor their internet are Burma, China, Cuba, Egypt, Iran, North Korea, Syria, Vietnam, and Saudi Arabia. What should we do about this issue with these countries? And can we do something about it? However, in some brighter news, the web has been evolving in some great ways. One of these ways that the web is expanding is into the realm of online video games. From games like Halo 3, where up to 16 people can fight in, to games like World of Warcraft, where thousands of players can play with each other. There are even kid versions of these games, such as Club Penguin, where children play as colorful penguins and interact with other people. These online video games are taking the internet by storm and are rapidly changing the culture of the internet and of everyday life. An example of this is a game known as Halo 3, which made $170 million in sales in the first 24 hours after release. However, that is not the biggest video game release ever. The biggest video game release ever was Grand Theft Auto 4 Liberty City, which according to BusinessWeek.com achieved $310 million globally in its first 24 hours of sales. With these numbers, it is no surprise that video games have expanded to such large groups of people that it's similar to the traditional mass media. Thank you for watching this video.